Alright, hey guys, wanted to show you what we've been up to. We built 2 more raised garden beds. We had these 2 over here. We had these guys here. They're 4x20 and we have 2 of them. They're organic garden beds. So I'm going to walk you through this process real quick. We just built these 2 this past week and we just filled them today. So here's what we got going on. First of all, the wood. We did not buy treated lumber. So just in case you guys were wondering, and those of you that don't have a garden and are interested in building organic raised garden beds, this is kind of what we do. So we don't use treated lumber. I don't want that junk, getting into my soil, into my plants that I'm, harvesting. So what we did here, so they're 4x20, we got 2 of them, so we got 4 of these guys now. So what we put down was cardboard to begin with to lay over top of the sod. That prevents major weeds coming up, anything coming up from the ground. On top of that, we laid down peat moss. Peat moss, we covered both gardens about a quarter of the way up. On top of the peat moss, I have a good friend of mine. He's a patient, and he brought me a bunch of leaves. So we put leaves down, organic, right? So we use that. By the way, this garden is called a lasagna garden. That's the official term, I guess, if you will. But so we got the peat moss. Then we put the leaves. On top of the leaves, we have chicken manure. My dad raises chickens, so we brought a bunch of chicken manure up, and we sprinkled it on top. On top of that, we have compost. You see in those bins over there. We compost. They don't stay there. We just put them there for the winter time. We just have neighbors that just moved in beside of us, so had to put them somewhere. Anyways, then we put compost over top of it. On top of the compost, we put more peat moss, a layer of peat moss on top, and then we just covered everything with lime. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take landscaping fabric and we're going to cover these guys up for the winter time. In the spring, we'll take the fabric off, we'll till it up, and we'll be ready to rock and roll, guys. So for those of you that didn't, really know how to build organic gardens, this is how we do it, and it works really, really well. So if you guys have any questions or anything, just leave it below, and I'll answer. We'll try to answer every questions you got, because we personally think everybody needs to be doing this. Now, if you don't have room for raised garden beds, I'm going to show you an alternative, and y'all probably, if you've been watching our videos, you've probably seen this before, but we have a hydroponic system, and we'll also show you that as well. So, yeah, man, these are our raised garden beds. Ready for next year. Rock and roll, guys.